Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's made its way to him. Anguissa makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Boundless stamina, Peter. He's got boundless stamina. Basically, so his manager will be expecting him to chip in both defensively and when this team is on the attack. His positioning and reading of the game are very good.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Rafinha engages and forces him off the ball, just eases him off the ball.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Distributed tidily. Sabinho. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Savino really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. There's the crossfield ball, and it's Messi. Has a look and plays it forward. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. Messi goes short. Cross needs to be good. Cleared away. Threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They've played it short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Camavinga. That's an imaginative pass. Messi. Hazard. Messi. Shot, surely! And it's a goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Foot in. And it's Messi. Brilliantly cut out. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Anguissa. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rafinha did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Into the last quarter of an hour. Ball's played through. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, right place, right time.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's found a way past. Savinho swings it across. He's done well to get that clear. They get a throw in.
Substitution in progress.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
I think we're just about done here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
There will be 1 minute.
The less said about that pass, the better. Van Dijk. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Kobbie Mainoo, could have a busy time here, having to play the role of a 6, an 8 and a 10. And I think when you consider his age and the fact that he can drop into all of those positions and perform without any problem, I think you know you've got something special brewing.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He's found the way through. Stojkovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That has been cut short. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Raul. It could be in here. Raul! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Stojkovic. Rijkaard. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. Incoming to... There's the header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Still goalless. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is... Oh no, what has happened here? He is through here. It's Asa! And that is wildly off target.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Oh, that's well spotted. That is Conte. That is a great pick out. Messi. Rijkaard. Messi. And he's been shifted off it. Hazard. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's been played through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Hazard is in a really good position out wide. A header! Goal! Flamengo! First blood drawn. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Triol. And Adams. Van Dijk. Costa Curta. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Added time.
And it's Mainoo. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Goal! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Koundé. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Right card.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Adams. And it's Rijkaard. He was under real pressure there. Over to the left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Raul. He's found some space. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he welcomes it in, and he's managed to get free. And a chance! He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
He's shifting through the gears here. Played into the... He gets big! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
So what can they make of this? And it's on Gisa. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rijkaard. And that could set him on his way. Picked up chance! It's loose now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. That's really well cleared. And he was quick to react. That has been slung wide. Messi in acres of space out wide. He's picked his way through.
Indicated.
Oh, sweet feet. Van Dijk. To Hazard. 4 added minutes on the board. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Menu. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic... It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be
Hello,
any more
everybody,
straightforward.
and welcome to
Win,
today's
and
match.
they will do it. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more...
Gets his head on it! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Delivers with... Oh, what a climb! It's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Guardiola. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. DiMarco, not the most convincing of passes. Rafinha. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. No way through. Driving forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise,
Hello,
new legends will be
everybody,
written.
and welcome to
It is
today's
time to
match.
turn the page. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can... Big chance! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. No, not quite.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. That's beautifully weighted. And a chance! It's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's Rice. And this is Lewandowski. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Van Dijk has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
So a Barcelona free kick. So the perfect chance to get one back. He's trying the shot. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Pressing high and with purpose. Great vision. And he plays one. Lewandowski! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Chance, surely! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. And it's going to be another one. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Rijkaard. Saliba. Rice. And Rafinha. Thinks about the shot. And he's straight offside. Anguissa. Hazard. Guardiol. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out towards the flank. He won't be happy with that one. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Rice. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Added time.
And it's been played through. Crunching tackle. And he's heaved it away. Alexander-Arnold. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side,
And we
misery on the other.
With a quick request for support.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Robert Lewandowski. Number 9, Bellingham. Number 11, Rafinha.
And we're underway again.
Number 25, Eucharist. Number 10,
Alvarez.
Messi. Number 18,
That pass isn't the best.
Rafael.
Hazard. In with the challenge. And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Alexander-Arnold. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Great chance here from position A1. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. He's missed it. Koundé. And he's managed to get free. He's in a great position here. Hazard. It's run loose here. Three-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. He's picked his way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Park Ji-sung. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rijkaard. Guardiol. Hazard has it out wide and in space. Fired deep towards the back post. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Oh, good-looking ball. Time and again they are repelled. Looking for the run. And this is Hazard. Saliba. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Mignon claims comfortable. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And smartly reclaimed. Into the last 5 minutes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Anguissa. That is ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
Hazard receives it in a wide position. Messi! And the ball's come loose here. Camavinga gets it clear. It's a throw-in. Now he's got space here. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Hazard. Now what about a counter-attack? Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
No goals as yet. Adams gets across to intercept that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Played out to the right. Pass is just off target. Koundé driving forward. Messi going full steam down the flank. Well, that is one way to stop him. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Hazard. Anguissa. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Baresi can get it clear. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Serginho. Mbappe. Oh, that's delightful. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Haaland. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Guardiola. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes for a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Anguissa. Up Ji-sung. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the result. Haaland! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Palmeiras with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now a sudden chance to counter. That's Park Ji-sung. And he's straight offside. Eder Militao. Back in possession and ready to go again. Pass somewhat off target. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Camavinga. Oh, what's he done? He's tried one! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Camavinga. And it's Messi. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Anguissa. And Guardiola. Anguissa. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's managed to get free. Now that is a hefty challenge. Baresi gets rid without sophistication. Well, the ball's gone astray. Messi. Azar. Serginho. That has been cut short. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitutions taking place.
Van Dijk. Van Dijk pokes it out wide. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
No way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nicked it back promptly.
They're avoiding the...
And the referee brings it to a close. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to not...
He's having a hit! They've got to be quick to recover this. Koundé can get it clear. That has been slung wide. Decent progress down the left. And this is Van Basten. He's onside. Chance to shoot. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Zambo Anguissa. And this is Van Basten. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He gets big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And it's Azar. Nice physical challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Serginho.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a fight! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Just off target. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Azar. So what can they make of this? Tomori kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Koundé. Van Dijk. It's a searching pass. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Brazil looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
That's been slipped through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Anguissa. And this is Van Basten. Van Dijk does well to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Park Ji-sung showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's had it taken off him. Vardiol. Hazard. Messi. Park Ji-sung. That's the throw. Rijkaard. Anguissa. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Tries to pass it through. And this is Van Basten. goes for a shot! It's a goal! The perfect outcome to mark his 50th game. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Van Basten! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Tomori calmly anticipates. Messi. Kane. Ambitious ball here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Messi, he's shifting through the gears here. And Messi!
Messi really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
And it's made its way to him. Now there's and the shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A case now of complete control. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Good played through for the wide man. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's put paid to a promising move. And the number on the board is 3. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite. So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation. Just 1 point required and a brighter future is in the bag. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Van Dijk. And here's Hazard. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now it's on Gisa. Header! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Anguissa. And he's intervened well there. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Takes a shot! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Good ball, good take. And that's a good ball. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That's Park Ji-sung. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! It's fallen kindly here. Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Zambo Anguissa. Koundé can get it clear. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, that is one way to stop him. Shot could be on. And he was alert to it. Yamal. Raul. Threads one in. It's a pretty loose pass. Played back to the goalkeeper. Pickford, dominant, commanding, a true colossus between the posts.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Guardiola picks it up now. Cleared away. De Jong. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
It really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And the game has already resumed here. And he's managed to get free. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Koundé, And Jamal, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Chips it through. De Jong. Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Park Ji-sung has created one goal already. Park Ji-sung. And Park Ji-sung! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Excellent challenge there. Zamboanguissa! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 17.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Torres. Rafinha. De Jong. And it's De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Park Ji-sung. Look at this. He's having a shot! And it's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Azar! He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Torres. And it's Azar. That's beautifully weighted. Well timed, excellent interception. Park Ji-sung. Tries to play it through. Azar picks it up out wide. Azar! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And he's Torres! Park Ji-sung. Can he get on the end of this? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Van Dijk. And there goes the final whistle.
Hello, everybody.
A win,
and please
a
join me in
triumph,
wishing
a time. So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. And the mood is boisterous. Takes a shot! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. He's having a go! Oh, that was no routine save.
Saul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Carvajal, and it's Messi. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Villa. Lovely pass. Can he finish? He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Distributed tidily. Diego Rico cuts it out. Zubimendi. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Diego Rico. Getafe ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. He's a sharp little ball here. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a shade optimistic. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And they've got rid. Saul pinches it off him. And it's Saul. Camavinga. That's Saul.
There will be 1
Picked
minute
out
added
brilliantly.
time.
And we've reached half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And we are back underway. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Brahim Diaz. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And he's managed to get free. Look at this. He's having a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Cleared away. And now now they can spring out of defence. Diego Rico. Now he's off and running. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Brahim Diaz. He's got away. Elects to cross. Up he goes! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
A case now of complete control. Azar. Camavinga. And it's Chouameni. And Carvajal. He's gone forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. David Villa. Oh, what has happened? There's the shot! It's there! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
The goal scorer!
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. David Villa! And he steered it beyond the post.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Shifted it to the flank, and it's Juanmi. He is just caressing the ball. That is lovely. Opts to play it back. That's a good ball out wide. Well, they could break here. Well, that looks a decent ball. A decent chance! Oh, terrific save. Quality ball. Getafe are looking to go forward now. Chouameni kept aware, and it is reclaimed
There will
easily.
be 5 minutes added time.
Messi. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He has found the way through. And the shot! Oh, impressive strike. Saul does have his name on the score sheet, of course. So that's it. It is all over. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Rafinha has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, I think he's really going to inject life into this attack, Peter. He's got the skills, he's got the speed, so I really...
Shoots! He's delivered all right!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Oh, brilliant stop from Pickford! That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
And he can clear it away. And he's been shifted off it. Played in deep. Koundé gets it away. David Villa looking to add to his goal. Tries to pass it through. No, that's been intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Azar.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Opts for safety. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Goes for a shot!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Decent progress down the left. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Villa. He is through here. David Villa! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
Substitution on the field, number 16. Coming on to replace him.
There's the start of the second half.
Number 7, substitution.
He's being urged to shoot. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's a sharp little ball here. He's had it taken off him. Trameni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in space and looking for options. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. This looks promising. Koundé with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Yamal. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's neat. Real chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So, third corner of the game.
18. Coming on the field, number 10.
They've played it short.
Number 11.
Now it's Yamal. He's got away. Big chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Lamine Yamal clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Hazard with the short one. Good ball, good take. And now they can spring out of defence. Brahim Diaz. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Yamal. Lovely bit of skill. He's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. That's that, the end. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently undeniable.